Last time we had Gaz on the channel, he promised he wasn't going to spend any more money on golf clubs. So I'm not entirely sure what they are. Let's do it.
Let's do it now.
But there's an ongoing theme that every time you come on video you've got a new golf club.
This is it now. I've had a few rounds with these already and you know, they're just bedding in nicely.
Hi everyone, James Robinson here guys. First things first, I'd like to warmly welcome you all back to the channel, or I'd like to welcome you to the channel if you're new to the channel. Guys, if you're new to the channel, what we got to do?
Swipe up, like and subscribe.
Swipe up, we're not on Instagram. Guys, we're going to get straight to it, mate. What on earth? You promised us that was it.
This is it now. But didn't we say it was 2020, that promise?
Oh, you might have done actually, yeah. You've had that stored up, haven't you, in your head?
I've had it kept.
So, I tell you what, get down on the floor, mate, and we'll do like a grand unboxing. Are they ready for this? Are they ready? Go on then. Ah!
This were a Christmas present to myself.
From yourself to yourself.
From myself to myself.
So, we're going to have a bit of a competition with it, but we're also going to talk through, because you got a bit of a deal with it, didn't you?
Well, they were just doing a mad offer on the website, and I don't know if everyone's picked up on that yet, but it's definitely worth having a look at.
And we should probably say this isn't a paid video, this isn't an advert,
Absolutely
this is just,
not.
You're just a bit of a golf perv,
We've always wanted one, haven't we?
Yeah, I think it's one of them things in it. You always want to try them. You always want to see. And to be honest, I mean, I don't know exactly what you did pay for it, but you'd probably get that back if you sold it anyway, would you?
Well, yeah. I mean, but that is just the market price now. They've just had a massive cut on price. These were $550. The putters, I think, they're $325 to $285.
So the same price as Scottish pretty much now.
They're in sort of that range now of what you can afford to buy.
So let's have a look at it. So you get a lovely little head cover, don't you? What's that on the? Is it a skull?
Skull number 26. This one's called the one and done.
One and done, so one put and done, that's probably.
Done, yeah, it's like a mallet. And
it is a lovely looking putter head. And I'll tell you what, you know, if you take away the ball, you've take away that, and that's pretty much an Odyssey number 7, which is like probably one of the best putters ever released, or a Scotty Cameron number 5. Funnily enough, we don't have a Scotty Cameron number 5, but we have an Odyssey number 7. So like, if you just compare them, Gaz.
Actually, yeah, we've got them, haven't we? So if you take them away,
that's amazing how similar.
Yeah,
they're exactly the same, aren't they?
For anybody that likes the number 7, it could be an option. I mean, it's got the ball as well.
It's got the ball in the back, and we've obviously got a 2-ball there as well, which they've basically taken the best of both worlds out of putters and then put them into one, haven't they? And one thing I love is how it's murdered out. It's black grip, black shaft, black head, black everything. But the thing that people are going to be asking is, you've spent this money on it, does it work?
Yeah.
Are you going to hold more putts with it? Do you care about holding more putts with it?
Yeah, I do.
You do. It's not just about enjoyment.
For sure. I mean, if it doesn't perform against my Odyssey, which cost me £60, it's not going to go in bag.
And it's just going to get sold. Have you ordered anything else? Or should we keep that? Should we save that?
Yeah.
We'll save that, yeah. So I'll tell you what, guys, have a few putts with it. I want you to, so this is your first ever product review, isn't it?
It is, yeah. Yeah, I mean, and this is raw stuff. I've never not tried it at all, you know.
I should probably say we would love to be outside, but it's thick snow outside, so we're cooped up in here.
So I think
we can't be using.
Are we not using this?
We're not using practice aids, mate. We want an honest review. First look at the new PXG one and done. Is it? Did you say?
Yeah.
And then I might have a go and we'll have a competition.
Jumped a bit.
Online.
So when I bought it the right length.
Yeah.
I know what length of putter.
So you could order it your own specs.
Yeah, or you can order it fully custom fitted. Yeah, lie.
Really?
And loft as well. Yeah. So if you have been fitted for a putter.
So did you remember what you went for? Kind of loft and line, things like that.
Yeah. So I went for 2 degrees loft, which is a little bit less than what you get on a normal sort of standard putter.
Yeah.
And then I went for a 3 degrees upright, which is what I've been measured for before. That one's better.
Oh, it's going straight in the bag after that one.
Nice.
And that's actually a really good point, because when you do order a Scotty Cameron or anything like that, it is a bit of a nightmare to try and get it properly custom fitted in the specs that you do want. So that's something which I think PXG have always done well. They've always given that custom fitting.
I think one little added services which I will take them up on as well is that they do have like a weight port in the bottom.
Yeah.
And I'm pretty sure, I mean, I would need to double check on this, but I think if you went to a demo or a fitting day, they would sort of refit you for your putter.
Yeah.
And then if you need different weights, you know.
So it's almost like an after-sale service, isn't it?
Yeah,
Which
it's like a refit service.
Which isn't always the golf industry's best thing, is it?
Yeah. So far, I do like the balance.
To be honest, mate, your stroke looks good. I mean, you've always had a good putting stroke anyway, but it looks absolutely solid.
I don't know what it is, because I've never really picked a number 7 up and thought, well, I want to try, I'll use one of them. But with that bowling back, it just gives me a little bit of extra focus apart from the lines. And I think what you said about that stealth look.
Ooh. But it's really interesting because I've always had you down as a good putter. Like we grew up playing golf, didn't we, together, like as juniors and in scratch teams and things like that. And you're always a good putter, but you always use the blade putter. Yeah. Whereas now, I think we have both got a bit older because that's how life works, isn't it? But now you start to use almost a mallet putter every single time. You've had a few different putters this year.
Yeah.
But moving to a mallet putter, I think it almost gives you that sense of you don't have to put your best stroke on it every time. A bit more.
I think it's just as you get older, you kind of look at what people are using on tour, and you learn a little bit more about the equipment.
Yeah.
And I think there's a lot to say for mallets, for alignment and sort of balance.
Because generally, when you put it down at the ball for us, guys, when you look down at it, ideally you're going to get it out of the middle of the club every time. But realistically, if you get it just out of the toe or just out of the heel, you want that bit of inertia, you want that bit of forgiveness, don't you? So the perimeter weighting on it obviously is going to help with that, and if it gives you a bit more confidence, that's really the be-all and end-all.
Yeah.
You just got to look nice, mate, didn't you?
Well, that will, the engineering of it, and if you get a chance to see one of these in person, I think for £300.
I'm going to throw a close-up on screen now, especially of the neck, because the neck, how it goes into the head, absolutely.
There's different neck options as well. On the, there's different options for that. It's very fittable. If I were to be negative, I would say it's a bit light in the head, and I think that's where when I go to the demo today, I might be able to get some heavier weights for it.
Yeah.
I felt on that takeaway then it was just a bit all over.
To be fair, you've held what we hold 3 out of 5.
Yeah. It might not be so bad on sort of faster greens, but.
Oh, he's showing peas now. That was centre cut as well. Is this the first time you've used it?
First time I've used it, yeah.
So tell me, you hit this, then we'll sanitise it down for people watching at home, and then I want to see. In fact, I want to go with it, to be honest.
Yeah.
Oh, I tell you what. And it's interesting, isn't it? Because how much did you say they are?
325.
So if you put that in relation to a driver price, you're not going to get realistically a driver, apart from maybe a new Cobra, for that price.
What I would say with this as well is probably go and see your pro as well before you buy it, because there might be a little bit of an incentive for your pro, and you might be able to knock you a little bit off the.
And to be honest, even
price.
if they can give you a few tips on how and what to order, then that's great.
That's a better point. Yeah.
Do us the favours, Gaz, the honours. Give her a wipe down.
Give her a little wipe.
I'm not for that. In a strange old world at the minute.
I don't know why I'm wiping shaft.
Well, you got to wipe everything, haven't you?
Yeah.
So, first impressions, I can definitely tell it's upright. Definitely tell it. And I like that, because when I like getting a little bit closer to the ball and being over it, and then especially with a mallet putter, just feeling as though I can take it almost straighter back and straighter through. I'll tell you what, guys, I might be ordering one of these. Does feel. You know what? I think the specs you've ordered it in are absolutely perfect.
Yeah, I like that standing it upright.
I don't know how this looks on people, comment below, but for me, I'll tell you what, that is. I've been a bit strong with that, but I can definitely see what's. And you didn't try one of these initially, like you didn't get to try one of them.
Well, actually, I tell a lie. Tony Sharp, one of our members, he bought one.
Yeah.
He told me, what were going on with PXG and the sale that they had on, and I had a browse, and typically, what I'm like.
Typically for you.
I put one together, but it was mainly the engineering quality of the putter that got me, excited. And
tell you what, honestly, it's just like. I'm pleased that missed, because I was going to have to. But I tell you what, guys, if you are not looking for one, and again, this isn't a paid video, this isn't an advert, but you could do a lot worse than going for one of these.
Well,
really.
I mean, I'm in the game, you know, and I can get stuff a little bit cheaper than most people, but I were happy to pay, you know, £300 for a PXG putter when I saw quality of it.
So I'll tell you what's coming next. Tour bag, driver, irons, wedges, they're all going to be coming. He says this all the time.
Oh, it definitely won't happen. Now, this was a little bit of a treat, but, you know, I do appreciate the value of things. And
if anyone knows if PXG do golf balls, let him know. So I'll tell you what, guys, thank you ever so much for showing us that. We were going to compare them, but I'll tell you what, guys, if you want to see a comparison with these, then get in the comments below and let us know. I think that's a really good, I think it's a bargain, to be honest, especially the specs. I don't know if it's the specs that I like more or the putter, because the specs for me are exactly what I would want, and obviously exactly what
I think if somebody, just to find out, somebody who really wants to treat themselves on a nice quality item, I think for £300 you're going to struggle to beat that.
Yeah, I think that's fair.
With that customised, you know, option of customisation and just the quality of the finish.
Yeah.
You know.
Good. Well, guys, thank you for coming on. Appreciate your time. Guys, thank you so much for watching. Really hope you've enjoyed that. He's been spending again. It'll probably, I think there's more coming. We'll do a video if there is. I'm sure there probably is. Guys, if you've enjoyed that, hit that subscribe button below. Leave us a like. Go and follow Gaz on Instagram, especially if you're female. And apart from that, I'll see you tomorrow. Bye. But there's an ongoing theme that every time you come on video, you've got a new golf club.
This is it now. I've had a few rounds with these already, and you know they're just bedding in nicely.